the thing with ageism, and it's a frustrating just environment. I mean, culturally, right? Like we are at a point, in our culture to where it's, hey, we love you when you're climbing the ladder, but then when you get to the top of the ladder, it's you're either too expensive, or you know too much, or you're not going to be trainable enough, or there's biases that exist in there. Well, one of the things, and I've talked to a number of individuals that have not put a picture on their LinkedIn profile because they're worried about being
Mm.
discriminated against, because of ageism. And my response to that is, if you feel that you have to hide who you are to try to work for a company, that's not a company that you want to work for, anyways. Like, that's just that. So that's one. Like, be your most authentic self. Okay. The other thing that I do think that there is getting to be a shift in is, so again, go back to kind of COVID 2021. There were a lot of individuals that were, call it a senior manager, right? That they're like, well, I'm only going to leave this job for a director level position. They move into a director level position. They don't have the leadership ability, the management responsibilities. They can't manage up. They've never talked to a board before. And those individuals fell completely flat on their face. Okay. So my advice to, individuals is proactively talk to that about, like, hey, this is the phase and the stage where I'm at in my career. And yes, the skill set, the roles and responsibilities of the position need to be done. I can absolutely do that. In addition to that, I have experience, managing up, talking to boards, budgeting, doing all that. There are so many other aspects, leadership, management, those sort of things that you bring to the table that somebody with, 10 years of experience or 8 years of experience, they just don't have that. Now, could they get there eventually? Yes, sure. But, versus, kind of having it be the elephant in the room of, oh, wow, this candidate is 10 years older than any other candidate that we're talking to, like, it's kind of the outlier. I'm the guy that says, use those outliers. If you feel that you're an outlier, use that to your strength, right? Like, you proactively call out all of the extra benefits that you bring to the table, and even say, hey, you know what, I'm sure you're talking to, other individuals who, probably are 10 years my junior. And you're going to think that they're hungry, that in the digital marketing and demand generation environment, that they're more up to date with all of the latest trends and all of that kind of stuff. Because call out those biases, right? And say, hey, you know what, that's great, but let me tell you, I know this, I know this, I know this, I know this. And oh, by the way, I have all of these management and leadership responsibilities that a lot of these other individuals aren't going to have as well. So biggest thing for me is you call it the elephant in the room. I would just call the elephant in the room right back, and just proactively address it.